So this is the 1994 Toyota Corolla. It's got no power steering and no central locking, but it does have air conditioning for some reason. So I was thinking about complaining the other day and how, as a stand-up comedian, 90% of what you do is just sort of complaining. Then I realised that complaining is actually really important. Like, complaining is the thing that drives us forward. You know, for every great innovation there's been someone complaining about how shit things were before it. And given that comedians are the people who are the best at complaining, I thought maybe we should sort of cut out the middleman and try and get them to invent things. So I'm Andy Matthews and this is Paint and Pending. Hi Jack.
Hey Andy, how are you?
You're clearly, looking around your room, you're clearly a guy who values material possessions. You've got like a lot of stuff in your life.
It's a madhouse in here.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite piece of technology? Do you
favorite piece of technology?
Something that you couldn't live without.
My brother got me this for Christmas. Yep. You charge it up. It's just a little box. You fill it full of power. Full of power.
Yep.
Then you have a little box of power, and then you can plug in your phones and your whatever into the little power box, and you can just.
You know, some people call a box full of power a battery.
I say to those people, welcome to the 21st century, idiots.
So what's the biggest problem in your life right now?
It's a kitchen-based dilemma. This is...
It's a blender issue.
Yeah, and I mean, I think moving to Melbourne, which I did quite recently, that was like the thing for me that I knew like I'm committing to living this place, was I bought a blender.
Yeah, once you buy a blender in the place.
Yeah, because I almost bought a blender in my Sydney house, and then I thought, do I want to bring a blender? Am I going to?
You don't want to feel tied down. You're like, you know.
Yeah, it's like it's a mortgage basically. In my head, at my like age and income, a blender may as well be a mortgage.
Okay, what's the problem with the blender? Seems like a good unit.
It's a good
solid
unit. It's good, and you can clean this bit. This bit in here.
Yeah.
It actually goes down in too much of a crevice for you to actually get your fingers into.
Let's see what we can do. Do you want to draw anything that you have in mind? Is that me?
Yeah.
Okay. You're putting this in a real human context. I don't have a beard anymore, by the way.
There's a little bit of a beard.
Can you scribble out that beard? The problem with scribbling out a beard is it just looks like more beard.
Scribble
it's impossible to scribble out a beard.
Okay, for the camera, this was a beard, and now it's not a beard. I crossed out the beard.
Yeah.
And then that's what I was picturing.
Oh, okay.
It's Andy Matthews, and he said, "I had a great idea." That's my idea for how it's going to work. Imagine like a potato masher in the way you have the handle and then the two prongs kind of come out.
Right.
But then instead of a masher part, it was maybe sort of a ring that had sort of cloth on the side, and it was fitted to the right shape, and you could just put it straight in and just twist it around a bit and it comes out, maybe something like that.
I'm going to use your drawing, right, and develop that idea a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I think we're discussing is something where we would have like a ring here.
Yep.
Right, say my head is the handle.
Yep.
Right, so you would grip me around the head.
I insist on it.
Yeah,
Andy
that
Matthews,
will be sculpted.
Like a bobby head, like a carved hood,
like a figurehead as you would have on the bow of a ship.
Yeah.
So that's the ring that would be plunged down over the
so that's
the cutting blades here.
Just sort of putting that in there. Yep.
And then around this ring, there would be bristles that would emerge at all angles.
All angles.
I just want to make it clear. This time, I'm not drawing a beard, nor am I scribbling out a beard. Okay, these are bristles. So I figured that we're going to need to get some good sturdy wire, possibly
some good sturdy wire,
coat hanger, probably the #1 domestic wire source.
Yeah, you need wires, coat hangers.
Coat hangers.
I thought of this the other day. It's one of the most dumb things I've ever thought of. This is if I got hired to be the spokesman for magnets. Hey there, folks. Is your compass working too well? Magnets. And we're back.
So we're going to be needing to get 2 bits of wire, lay some bristles between them, twist those guys up,
Yep.
bend them into a circle, and then somehow attach them to this to this shafty business.
And attach them in a strong enough way.
In
that
a strong enough way. So I reckon we're going to
to
need like, you know, a few of these.
few of those babies
These
connecting it up.
guys. Yeah.
I'm excited about this,
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. What do we need to get? We need to get coat hangers.
Okay, coat hangers, wire coat hangers.
Bristles.
Bristles. Can you buy just a bag of bristles?
Bag of bristles? A pound of bristles?
I'm imagining like a deli situation where you just we have a kilo of bristles and some feta cheese.
Are the bristles fresh? How are the bristles today? A nice bit of dowel to make that handle.
A bit of what? Sorry, what's that?
Dowel.
Dowel. I don't know what dowel is. Dowel.
Dowel.
Dowel. Can we get something to have to secure that we have good grip on that dowel?
You want some rubber?
Yeah.
You want like a. Yeah. Okay.
Something to give it like a
grip. Because you're going to really be getting in there.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of blending. I don't want my hummus to taste like smoothies.
This is dowel. This is a dowel.
There we go. I almost want this whole length.
The whole thing.
I can just,
We've got these guys, which are kind of a softer bristle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything harder than that?
Oh, well. What you really want is these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
That's...
You feel that.
You gotta...
Feel that.
You can hear the bristles there.
Okay, I feel like this wire is quite sturdy. 2 millimeters.
Okay.
Okay, that could be good for like the bit around the base.
Yep. 9 millimeter galvanized.
9 millimeter? 0.9.
That's what I
0.9.
meant. Yep.
9 millimeter.
Jesus.
This is not a wire, that's a rod. That's a shaft.
Welcome back to Is This a Wire with Andy Matthews. A game show
Wire or shaft?
A game show that's sweeping the nation, wire or shaft. Here's your host, Andy Matthews.
How many sheep you expect to keep in with a fence like that?
Yeah, one. One very small sheep.
It's a really
yeah.
small but aggressive sheep.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Gentlemen,
Wonderful.
See you later.
have fun.
If it goes really well, we might be back in for like 1,000 of these next week for the production run.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're at the workshop. Stupid Old Studios workshop. What are we going to call this thing? Blender cleaner?
Blend. Oh, can we do better than that? Clean, blend.
Blender, blend.
Blender.
Brenda.
All right.
What we need to do is we need to start by getting the bristles off here.
Yep.
All right, we need about a pound of your average bristles.
Okay.
Well, I
Bristles.
spent
You have a
all
lot
of
of
last
tools.
night sorting out my tools into these toolboxes, okay? And that's various and that's miscellaneous. Do you
Where's
prefer?
this sorted? Non-specific? General?
I've got sundry. I can do you a sundry. Have you ever been much of a maker? Like, did you ever make things?
See, I don't use this word often, so it sounds like a racial slur, but it's not. In Scout, I mean woggles.
Woggles. You think a woggle sounds like
It sounds like a racial slur, but then it's not a racial slur. It's the thing you use for your little scout thing. I made a few of those.
Like out of rope? Like you wove them together and made a woggle?
No,
out
they
of
were
rope?
made of wood, and I burned an emblem into them in the front.
Was it a racist emblem?
To my knowledge, it wasn't racist.
Okay.
But I was a little kid, and I didn't know what was racist.
You never know.
And it's good to know.
It's good to know, and like the world is an amazing place. Like every morning you wake up and like you never know what you're going to find out is racist.
Yeah.
I've straightened out way too many coat hangers in my time. God, the coat hanger people, they know how to twist. I feel like this could be useful for like something.
Catching a clothes fish.
This is a thing I found out. This is quite like a rigid shirt, and I can sort of move my torso.
Honestly, I don't take enough time every day to learn about brooms. And he's going to put this bit of wire on top. I'm going to twist it all around.
These are all going to fall out.
Is this sort of what you imagine?
Yeah, this is sort of what I imagined. This is sort of what you imagined.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
It's all wrapped around.
Yeah, great.
It's silly to bring this up at this point.
Yes.
But have we checked if like this is a thing that exists yet? If someone's already made this? Is that not the point of the show?
I think like if we independently rediscovered like the theory of relativity, it would still be impressive.
Yeah.
And likewise, I think for the Brenda.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it...
You know what? We've invented an adventure today.
Like so far, what we've made is a bottle brush.
Yeah.
We're at the bottle brush phase.
Which
is pretty good.
That's a win already.
It took humanity a long time to invent the bottle brush.
They had to invent bottles.
Yeah.
They had to understand that they needed to be clean.
They had to invent cleanliness. So, Jack, what's the formula for the
I was so worried this was going to happen. It was a nightmare. I was...
C equals...
knew this was happening. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Napier. You were a good man. You were a good teacher. I didn't listen to anything you said at all. I'm sorry. I don't know, Andy. There was a point where I did know. Oh, well, I didn't even know you could do that. This solves the whole thing. If I could just unscrew it and clean it out like that.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Oh, well, this is it was not easy, but yeah, see, this is the grime I need to get off. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know it was that easy to just screw it off like that.
You know what we invented this week? A waste of my time. I feel like we need to keep going.
Are you kidding? Of course.
So, 3.14 times 5. We're just going to say 15 and a bit, okay?
I'm accepting that I have to use maths in my real life, which I spent most of my teenage years telling myself I wouldn't.
You would never
And
do.
I also found I've been drinking poison for weeks. I can't believe you just unscrewed that so easy.
Okay, so we've attached our 3 vertical prongs to the bristly section. Do you want to have a go at twisting it into a circle so it meets up with itself? Does it sound technological enough, Brenda? Like,
I think it has like a cool new technology feel to it, like Google.
it feels a bit like Tinder.
Tinder, yeah.
Like, I think people might be expecting more dating to be involved in this device.
Well, if you like blenders,
That's true.
like cleanliness, it's on. We have a very specific market we're going for now. It's like, hey, do you need a clean blender? Do you hate unscrewing things?
Do you not know about the concept of unscrewing things?
Do you love a clean blender? Do you know nothing about blenders?
Are you Jack from the past? Cool, so all we need to do now is we need to make our handle. Great, drifted a bit. So, these are going to fit into our holes.
Great, feels sturdy. Yeah. That's the best.
Unroll that. Boom.
Look at that. Look at that.
Is it done?
This is done. This is a complete blender.
So if you too out there don't know how to take apart your blender,
only $89.95. You guys want a smoothie?
I think we should cut to the end and then we say, hey, that was good, Jack.
Thanks, Andy.
But I tell you what.
What?
You want to clean this blender?
You're goddamn right I do.
All right. Oh.